Damien here today at St. Pat's College. Did you enjoy getting to meet some of the children?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I'm good. I was 10-15 minutes late for them. Would have liked to spend a bit more time with them. You'd enjoy the questions, the honesty that comes out of a kid's mouth. So that was brilliant, and I guess it's good to spread the word. I think we were here similar time last year, and I don't think there was a Shells jersey in the place, whereas it's grown. You're asking them to give us a scream for whatever team you support, and Shells was one of the loudest, if not the loudest. So I think even little things like that shows the growth of the club.
I think it's important as well, because it just came out this week. Obviously, the average attendances are up. A growing club. How excited is it for you now to commit your future to?
Oh yeah, well listen, I haven't spoken to you, I guess. Guess anyone that knows me knows I'm a very, I guess, simple guy. And yes, the team have done pretty well, but it wasn't me knocking down doors or anything like that. I was just head down, enjoying the job, enjoying the season. The club obviously approached myself and the staff a few weeks ago, and yeah, it was straightforward. So not sure what I've signed. I could have signed that, but yeah, looks like I'm here for a bit longer. You're stuck with me.
Is it hard to put into words what the club means to you?
I'm just very happy. I'm very content, and like I said to the kids in there, the grass is now always greener. So it's probably the happiest time of my life. Yeah, it means the world to me, and but that aside, it's about success as well. So yeah, big club on the rise. We need to get back, I guess, winning things, and hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. Yeah, it's a special place in my heart.
You said before we last spoke, before the break, that you'd know if anyone went on the tear on their holidays. How's the first 2 days of training? Any signs of that?
No, listen, they've trained well, but yeah, I'm not stupid either. I'm not on socials or anything, but everything gets back to me. So whether it's guys here in this country or in a different country or at an airport, I know what they're all doing. So people might have trained well, but I still know what they did for the last 10-12 days. Listen, at the end of the day, it's about doing the business on the football pitch, and the lads look fit and sharp, and I have to say it was a brilliant session today.
Performance in Galway, obviously it's a massively difficult game to start back with.
Yeah, they're a very dangerous team. You could argue every game in this league is home or away is dangerous, but no, they're having an incredible season. Brilliant staff, brilliant manager, very dangerous players, and I've openly said it to our guys this week, so I won't mind saying it to you. I always thought, or would have said, we're the hardest working team in the league. But the more I look at Galway, I'd maybe give that mantle to them. So I think that proves how hard the task is. So if we're any way off, as any other game, we'll get found.
How do you keep the focus on Galway? Because obviously you were able to park Europe for a while. It was a thought in the back of the mind. After the draw, it probably becomes a little bit more to the fore. So how do you have that distance between league, Europe?
When we were back in last Saturday, I referenced it for 30 seconds. I said it won't be mentioned again, but it's always the doubt at the back of your mind. But we can't afford to take our mind off anything in the coming weeks and for the rest of the season. Prime example being the cup final 2 years ago. The week prior to it, or the 2 weeks prior to it, lads training, afraid to get injured, probably not wanting to play the league games because they wanted to be fit for the cup final. The team ended up probably picking itself anyway, so lads could afford to take their foot off the pedal. We're a different animal now. We've a squad, we've a lot of competition in a lot of places in the team, so if guys want to have an eye on Europe and not, put their body on the line, whether it be in training or league games, they won't play in either. It's very simple. So they might have got away with it 2 years ago, Darren, because like I said, there wasn't the strength and depth, but this time here they'll soon learn.
You talked about strength and depth. You mentioned bringing people in the building, a lot of X factor with the signings of Vallycoot and Sam Bone, a lot of experience. Yeah,
well, Sam obviously comes in today. There was passport issues. Ali's been in since Saturday. He was really eager to come in, and yeah, really impressed with him today. He looked a class act, and the exciting thing for us is he probably, I think, can still get a lot fitter. What do I mean by that? I think this league is totally different. It's unique, and it's certainly different to maybe where he's come from, i.e. intensity wise, what he's been used to. So I've no doubt we'll get a few more gears out of Ali, which is bloody exciting, because again, brilliant session this morning, and I have to say Ali was a standout now.
Bodies wise, obviously the break came at a good time for people carrying a couple of knocks, like Paddy Barrett and Sean Boyd weren't involved then in Waterford. How are they faring?
They're back fit, yeah, so unless there's any issues, we're obviously off tomorrow, give them some breathing space. Back in Thursday, and like I said, hopefully no issues, no problems. The only person that missed the game on Friday will be Coyler, obviously, who's suspended for one game, thankfully. But again, we're all fit and raring to go, fully fit squad.
Clinical in front of goal will probably be something that will be a big message this week. Like, there was only one goal between us and Galway the last time we played them in Tolka. Is that one you'll hammer home?
Yeah, I think there'll be different games as well. I thought the pitch certainly wasn't in great shape back then. I think Galway surprised a lot of teams this year. So you would think they're not going to come to Tolka and surprise us. We know it's a bloody tough task. So yeah, and like I've said every year, Darren, I always believe that we'll evolve and get better through the year. So are we a better team from, when was it, last March? Absolutely. But it's not me underestimating Galway at all. For us to beat them at home and create chances and score goals, we'll have to be at our utter best.
You were asked inside by some of the kids about your highlights. Getting to Europe was one of them. It's on the agenda now. Probably in years gone by it was hard to get tapes of teams in continental competition. When do you start looking at St. Joseph's? How easy is it to get homework done on them?
It's still very difficult. Y-Scout, anyone involved in football now, that's the platform where you just pull any game you want, or clips, and their last game that's available on that is 2 years ago. So now listen, we're pulling stuff off YouTube. It's going to be really difficult again, getting eyes on them. We don't know where they are in the world at the minute. We know they're somewhere in Portugal, probably having pre-season friendlies, but we can't get to them, we can't get access. But needless to say, we'll be ready. Of course, we'll respect opposition and have a good idea where they're at. Granted, an awful lot of new signings and what have you. We'll have a good idea of them, but it'll all be about us, what quality we can show, what fitness, what energy we can show home and away in stifling heat. But no, the prep, yes, we'll show the lads as much as we can about them, but it's all about Shelbourne.
The league, Europe, second round of the cup, I mean, it's probably the most exciting time as a manager.
Yeah, probably the busiest time as well. Yeah, but it's just going to be taking it game by game. Of course, yeah, staff will have eyes on maybe Bray. You have to start looking at games, analysing. Of course, St. Joseph's. But for the players, no, it's Galway on Friday. But yeah, as for excitement, yeah, not even the manager, staff, do you get that much chance to be excited? Do I ever sound excited? So I'll put it back in you. It's probably an exciting time to be a fan.
It's a very exciting time to be a fan. Damien, thank you very much.
Cheers, man. Thank you.